Hi, how are you? Well, today I'm at my gym again, and so wanted to do some sharing. I think this particular topic is going to be pretty heavy because it kind of involves a couple of things, right? Because a lot of people ask me, how does your business work? What is this business model like, right? Network marketing or this business. I mean, why do people want to do it? Why do I want to do it? Why would a engineering manager, mechanical degree would do this, isn't it? So I'm going to try and explain it, and it probably from different aspects, okay? But I just want to keep it. I'm trying to keep it simple also, so when I talk about products, I'm not here to sell a product, but I want to explain that in any business there is always there's always something that is transacted. That means you sell something, right? You sell something. That's what business is. You sell something, right, or product. So in our case, our company is specializes in world-class supplements and a award-winning skincare range, yeah, for the past 40 years now. So why do we pick this model? Why do we pick this particular business model to do? Why don't I just open a shop? Why don't I buy a franchise? Okay, and why don't I just create my own products? Okay, so all those are great ideas, yeah. But today, what I want to talk about is like efficiency in my terms. What I think is most efficient based on probably my capability, right? And the resources I have. So it's about efficiency. So let me give an example. So I take supplements, it's not because I do this business. I already take supplements, yeah. And we try to look for good supplements, right? Good ones. And a lot of times, most people, consumers, would pick products or supplements based on either advertising or based on whatever the promoter is recommending, or based on what our knowledge is in terms of the supplements, right? The ingredients, if it has vitamin C or all that kind of stuff. So, and sometimes we don't have all the information, so we will just do with what we have, isn't it? We'll just pick that. Or sometimes, like me, I'll just pick whatever is the cheapest, okay, or most affordable at that time. Now, nothing wrong with that. It's just that was the information we had. Now, if I know more about supplements, if I know more about the ingredients, I would pick something that would be better, right? Better. And of course, better based on what I can afford, isn't it? Is what I afford. Now, definitely, I want something of higher quality, right? And and sometimes we just look at whatever's in the market and say, oh, that's expensive, that should be good, okay? And I think that applies to everybody. Now, I didn't realize that not all supplements are the same, okay? And so there are companies who actually make really good quality supplements, and there are many others as well. The market is very, very big. Now, in order to put really good ingredients in a supplement, of course the price is high, of course the cost is higher, okay? And because the cost is higher, consumers like you and me, we have to pay more, okay? And if we can't afford it, then that's the problem, isn't it? But we still want high quality, and nobody wants poor quality. Everyone wants high quality, good ingredients and all that kind of stuff. So there are some companies, like the one I partner, who put a lot of science and innovation and technology into their supplements to make sure that they are probably one of the best in the market with the best quality and the science inside. Now, without anybody telling me that, I wouldn't know. So somebody has to tell me this, okay? Because we don't do any advertising, so I wouldn't know until somebody tells me. Hi, John. So again, efficiency. In order to have the best quality, we definitely have to increase the cost. And by the time the product comes to us on the market, right, we go to the shop and we buy it, or go to pharmacy and we buy it, by the time it comes to us, the price is a lot higher than the cost, of course. Why? Because retail outlets, the shop, the promoters, the packaging, the many international distributors, the national distributors, and then the wholesalers and all that kind of stuff, and then the retailers, and then the advertising, and then the packaging. So every one of them has a take, so that the product eventually costs a lot of money. Okay, so if we want high ingredients, the cost is going to be high, but when it comes to us, it's going to be even higher, right? And so it's very expensive. If we want good things, it's very expensive. But so here comes this model. So this model, and the company that I partner with, and this network marketing industry, what they're able to do is that they say, you know what? The best, most effective way of communication really is word of mouth, because we trust what our friends tell us, right? We trust what somebody you know reviews certain things, like, you know, that restaurant is very good, it's delicious, I went there and it's good, I want to go there too. Or that movie is good, I went there yesterday, you know, so I saw F1 yesterday, so it's very good, go watch it. So word of mouth is good. So word of mouth is very effective. In fact, if you look at all things, at how things are advertised or promoted, word of mouth is like the top, one of the highest. So the beautiful thing about word of mouth is that you tell somebody, there is no shop, there's no retail, there's no advertising. So if we still focus on effectiveness and efficiency, then what happens if we don't have all those, you know, international wholesalers and dealers, and we don't have retailers in like our malls, right, which cost a lot of money for rental. We don't have, you know, expensive celebrities to endorse the product. We don't have beautiful packaging, and we don't have promoters to promote the products. That means that we can keep the product cost low because of the high ingredients, because we don't have all these expensive costs, overhead. That means we can deliver to you and me, consumers, the higher quality product, but without all these costs associated to us. So that's what I call very effective, very efficient. And the cost that they save, they can pass it out to people like us who use a product and then recommend it to somebody else. Okay, because that doesn't cost a retail outlet, doesn't cost expensive retail endorsements, doesn't cost, you know, beautiful packaging, doesn't cost that. So we can pass on this bonus, this sharing bonus, as you can say, to people who use it, like me, that I use it and I recommend to friends, right, who trust my review or trust me as a friend. Okay, so the people who recommend me this product are people I know, right? So how did I know about my company? Well, it's because my sister-in-law, she used it, she recommended me. Who introduced her? It was her brother-in-law who recommended her, all right? And then who recommended that brother-in-law? It was another good friend. So the great thing about this model is that, you know, you know about this product because of somebody that you know. It's a friend or a family or a relative. That's great, isn't it? So again, it's efficiency. Word of mouth is the most effective way of recommending something without all those costs. So passing down to customers, they don't have to pay all those retail and endorsements and celebrities and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I like this model. It's effective, it's efficient, it gives us consumers the best quality without all these costs. To me, it makes sense. Okay, so I like this model. That's why I chose to build this business with this model. I hope that makes sense. Again, supplements. Why supplements? Well, because I take them. Even before I joined this company, or even before I did this business, I already took supplements. I knew supplements were important, okay? But again, I didn't know how to select it until somebody told me of this quality of this brand. And I said, oh, that's pretty good. I want that. And why do I choose this business that sells this supplements is because I've been taking supplements ever since when I was, 17, 18, 19, when I learned that nutrition was important, vitamin C, all that is important, and I don't get it in my diet, so I take supplements. Now, so I've been taking it since 18, 19, 20, for 20, 30, 40 years already, isn't it? So I'm taking it consistently. Now, again, I'm using this brand because I know the quality is better, and I know that the science is backed by science. So this business model is very simple. I'm using a good product and I recommend it to a friend who also wants to take good supplements, and they take it for long term. Now, because they take it long term, because I take it long term, I take it every month, that means I make a purchase every month. And because I make a purchase every month, this company receives revenue every month, right? And because it receives revenue every month, that means there is a sort of income that is leveraged. Because once I decide to take this particular product with all the science, I take it every month. So just like, think about the brand of toothpaste you're using, right? What brand are you using? Colgate, Darky, or Oral-B, or whatever it is that you use. And I'm sure you've used it for many, many, many years, isn't it, right? So the company who makes that toothpaste is earning income or sales from your purchase for that many years, okay? That's the same thing in this business. So I'm a customer. I take the products from my company. I consume it myself. I consume it every month, and so do my friends. And so that's why this company continues to generate sales. And that's the business. So I want to be in a business where it's most efficient. I pass down to the consumer, me and you, the highest quality backed by science without all the overhead costs of the celebrity endorsements. No, none of that. And then I want to do a business that I consume every month. Because if I consume every month, that means I generate sales every month. Just like your phone, your Maxis or data plan. You consume that data and you have it every month. So that's why everybody wants to do telecommunications business. Everybody wants to do subscription business because of that monthly renewal. So I choose a business like that because once I have customers, or you have customers, if you participate in this business, who consume the products every month, skincare, toothpaste, shampoo, or a protein shake, or a vitamin supplement like what I take, they're taking it every month. And because they take it every month, I take it every month, there is a continuous supply and a continuous revenue. And that's when you have sufficient customers who generate that revenue, you're not going there and selling it every month because you just sell it once, like me. I really know it's good. My friend sold it to me once. I know it's good. I keep buying it every month. That's what you call leveraged income, where you continue to buy it. I mean, you don't go to Maxis and you ask them what's the data plan every month, right? You don't, because you just buy it once on subscription. You don't buy Netflix every month. You do it on subscription. So this model really, really makes sense. It's very effective, very efficient, and that allows me, when I generate enough revenue, that allows me to have, because I have income that comes, right, automatic every month, because I renew every month, so customers renew, so that revenue generates income every month. Thus, you have more time. So you'll be able to have more time flexibility to do the things that you like to do, and so that's the model that I chose. I don't know if it makes sense. I hope it does. It's a bit complicated because I kind of came from the product, because you have to understand that the product, we can cut away all those costs and thereby removing all those costs, because that's something that I want, that I buy every month, and that all that cost that we don't need, endorsements, celebrity, retail, outlets, all that is given to people like me and you who use word of mouth to share it with their friends. and to share that portion of the revenue, and which I think it's very, very fair, which I think it's very efficient, and I think that it allows people who participate to have this monthly auto subscription income, so to say, and because of that, they have more time. Of course, in the beginning, when you do the business, you have to talk to people, you have to share, you can use social media, everybody, and talk to people who want it. It's really permission. It's not like, you're a hard sell or force somebody to buy it. No, it really is, based on that person's preference, really. And the beautiful thing about this business is that it's global, so it's not just in Malaysia. You can do this in 50 countries, right? And soon in India. So that's very, very exciting. So you may have customers, you may be in Malaysia, but you may have customers in Japan, may have customers in America, may have customers in England, may have customers in Australia or in Thailand or in Singapore or in Philippines. So can you imagine you're just living in Malaysia and you have global income from people like you and me who use the product, consume the product every month, and so that you have revenue every month and you earn a certain percentage of that revenue. So that's the business. That's the business in a nutshell. That's why I choose this model. This model, it's efficient. It's for people like us who's busy, who can't afford like hundreds of thousands of dollars to set up a business or to buy a franchise, right? Because we don't have that much, and it's risky, isn't it? So there's no employees. That's a big bonus. There's no inventory. That's a big bonus, because what happens if you can't sell it all, right? So I don't have any inventory. There is no salary to pay because there's no employees. There is no shop lot to rent. There's no overhead or electricity. And there's no, when you begin, there's no accounting you need to do. There's no product, R&D. All that is done by our company. And there is no, all those things overhead, really. So what you do really is you use a product, and you like it, you enjoy it, you love it, and then you share it with people, and then you can send it as a link, or you can recommend it to friends, and you can use social media to share your experience and let the world know how you feel about it and how it has helped you, and let people decide if they want to do that or not, if they want to use it or not. So that's really what that business is about. So hope it makes sense. And of course, as you grow into your franchise, that means you develop your little franchise. I mean, we don't buy the franchise, because sign up is free. There's no registration, there's no annual fees, there's no purchase necessary. So it really is no risk. So once you develop your little franchise, quote unquote franchise, and you teach other people to do the same, then you're rewarded by what we call a lead bonus, because you are a leader and you teach others to do the same thing, and you get rewarded by teaching others to duplicate and build franchises as well. That's where it gets very, very interesting, and the company is very, very generous with their business compensation plan. So I'm very blessed and very grateful with the company. They've really exceeded all the things that they've said. For 22 years, I'm still with this company. I love them. And I really enjoy building this business, explaining it to people. I hope I did a good job. If not, give me a call, reach out to the friend who sent you this video and ask them, hey, what's he talking about? I don't understand. Explain it to me. I'm sure they'll be glad, and I'll be glad to share with you as well, to find out more. So again, it has all the benefits of a business, but without all the headaches and risks of a business. And the only thing that me and what you do is really use word of mouth, sharing the things or the benefits that you receive from the product, because it has the science and the ingredients and the technology that gives you the results that you want. I'm 55 this year, end of this year, and I feel great. And share that experience with your friends, relatives, and everybody on social media. And then for those people who are interested, then they can proceed. They can proceed. All right. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. That makes sense. I think it makes sense. I mean, because that's what people ask, and that's how I explain it. But because it's just this way, so I didn't write down anything, kind of hard to explain. But that's the way things are. So anyway, again, if you're interested, let me know and talk to the friend who sent you this video or shared this with you. I'm sure they can help you answer all your questions like me. For 22 years, I love this business. I'm very passionate about it. I'm very, very blessed to be part of this company, and I love it. I enjoy it together with Casey. All right, so have a good one. Lift weights, eat healthy. Hi Shireen, hi Evelyn, hi Russell. Take care now. Hi Angie. I think I see you. Bye bye.